For today's vocabulary, number one is equity crowdfunding. Equity crowdfunding is two words here that you should think about. First, equity is providing money for like securities or shares or investments. Crowdfunding is kind of like a new online kind of trend where you can have a website. They have a lot of different crowdfunding websites, like Kickstarter is probably the most famous. And you go to that website, you can start crowdfunding for anything. If you're asking for donations, my friend is very sick and needs surgery, so we need donations. Or if you want to crowdfund, your vacation, people really do this. A girl traveled around the world, and what she did was she posted pictures online on Facebook and shared her crowdfunding website and said, okay, next I want to go here, I need this much in donations, and people will pay, and then she'll show more pictures and stuff and share her experience. Or if you wanted to start a new company and you wanted to do this online and kind of share with people who are just as passionate about your company, you can do this online. That's what's equity crowdfunding. So instead of getting like private investors or a parent company to buy out the company, they went online and they got people to invest by crowdfunding. So these people who are investing in the company they're basically they have some kind of investment in the company from just donating online. So that's equity crowdfunding. Number two, financial meltdown. Meltdown is something that's kind of like, it just deteriorates very quickly. Something can be absolutely just outstanding, the best, performing so well, and then it can just crash. So the financial meltdown refers to the financial crisis in 2008. Number three, venture capitalist. I can't talk today. A venture capitalist is, so first, venture is any kind of like business idea or business startup. And then a capitalist is someone who's trying to take advantage of that and find a new opportunity. So a venture capitalist is someone who's trying to find new opportunities with new businesses. Number four, think outside the box is a very popular expression. I think most people know this. It's just to say, be original, be creative, think differently. Don't be very robotic in your methods and techniques and processes. Number five, test the waters is also a great expression. When you're testing the waters, that means you are trying out something on maybe just a little bit of like a small group of people for a short time. So if you're testing the waters with a new product, that means you're testing the waters just maybe in a couple of local shops for like 1 month and getting feedback. And so it's basically you're trying something new. Companies test the waters with different types of marketing all the time. Even restaurants. Sometimes you go to like a big chain restaurant, and they might have like a kind of a temporary promotion at certain locations of that restaurant, and depending on the response from consumers, then they decide to put it on the menu permanently. Number six, dub. Dub is actually a very old-fashioned word in Old English that means to name something, and it's really to give something a title or a nickname. So in the old English tales of like knights, Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur and things like that, they had the king or the queen would knight someone with the sword as they kneel down, and then they would say, I dub thee, meaning like I give you this nickname, and then they have like an official title or official name. So when you dub something, that means you're giving it a name. And that's our